Marshall Peterson is a man who is thankful.
I didn't realize until talking to, the doctors and EMTs that the response that they did so quickly really increased the fact that I was able to live.
Thankful that he can enjoy his favorite sport, pickleball.
It's hard to explain. I'm just, to this day, I'm still really, really thankful.
Here we go.
Thankful that he had so many friends and strangers that stepped in without hesitation that day in late March to help save his life.
I was actually playing pickleball. We had a long point, a relatively long point. I went to the back line, and that's all I remember. I guess I just kind of folded up. I went down gracefully, they tell me. They said I'd had a heart attack, cardiac arrest. That's all I remember until I woke up.
Some coworkers and I had come to play pickleball here. We coincidentally work at Fairview Ridges Hospital, so we are healthcare professionals. I saw a lot of people running into the other side of the gym, and I heard people say, we need some medical help here. And so hearing that, I instinctively went over there, and I saw that Marshall was laying on the ground, and it looked like people didn't quite know exactly, maybe they weren't trained in CPR, and I said, I know CPR, I can help. And my coworker, I asked him if he could go get the AED, because we are trained to, instinctively know that we need an AED as well. I started chest compressions on Marshall, which I knew are the most important thing to get the blood flowing again. Somebody called 911.
We arrived on scene. Lifetime Fitness had a pathway open for us, and we went into the gymnasium that he was playing pickleball in. First responders, law enforcement, were doing CPR, and they had an airway established, and they were using a bag valve mask, and they had already shocked him twice. As we got in there, another shock was being advised, and we started the IO and gave him some epi, and we shocked when the AED told us to shock, and he started responding after the third shock.
Actually, when we got there, pretty much all the work was done. We just brought the medication at that point, which oftentimes when it's a bystander CPR situation is pretty much all we offer to the table when there's an AED and people doing CPR. No, this does not happen very often. To where a patient is unconscious due to cardiac arrest and then to actually be talking to us within about 7 minutes to 10 minutes that we actually ran the call at Lifetime. I don't think I've ever really had a cardiac arrest go that well.
It's unbelievable. I mean, you just don't realize how many people will come to your aid and help you that they don't even know yet. And then that's the wonderful thing.
As you can see from the story of Marshall, learning CPR or knowing how to recognize when someone needs CPR and being able to use an AED is vitally important.
I think this is a huge reason why everybody should take a CPR class and learn CPR, because you never know where you could be and who might need your help. And just as Marshall stated before, it's amazing how, if you act quickly, how much more chance you have of living if people are there to help you out at the beginning. Because if you wait till you get to the hospital, it might be too late.
People out in the community is that we want them to be doing CPR as far as that hands only, not worrying about anything else unless there's an AED, and get that going until police, fire, and ambulance arrive on scene to take over.
CPR and AEDs save lives, period.
I would like to put a little message out to anybody that is interested in learning CPR. They should go ahead and do it. Save another life, absolutely. Because like the people that helped me, you never know when you're going to need it.
$20.